me start that over. Well, hello and welcome back to Impact Quantum, the podcast where we explore the emerging field of quantum computing, where you don't need to be a PhD in physics or advanced mathematics, you just need to be curious. So, yeah, but without further ado, because we do have an awesome guest, and go ahead, Candace.
He's the co-founder of Abaqqus, and we're just really excited to speak with him today.
And so the main thing is that we're trying to figure out ways that we can give at least an on-ramp for what we believe is going to be a huge revolution in technology and in finance in the future, and then try to provide advantage now to companies. I think technically when people ask this question, I think it does sort of fall under fintech.
I think as the crypto bro kind of phase becomes faded from memory, like it's not as much, but when if somebody said fintech maybe like 5-6 years ago, I'd been like, oh, crypto bro, but like now it's it's not quite that. Like I understand the arguments for it, but also I don't understand how we get from where we are now to this crypto utopia that has been promised.
So this is something that a lot of banks have a lot of interest in, because selecting an optimal portfolio with many different securities, whatever you're trading, is actually like fantastically complex problem, which is not really solvable efficiently with a classical computer. So there's one really cool thing about quantum, which I think is going to get your listeners really interested, and me and everybody, is that there's all this uncharted territory. There's all these there's probably all sorts of things out there are just waiting to be discovered that a quantum computer will be able to probably handle a lot more easily than a classical computer. There's a panic starting to grow in governments, more in governments at the moment, but also in financial institutions. And even when I started talking to this company, I was like, well, I'm not really that worried about QA or Shor's algorithm or cracking the RSA or any of that. But now I'm getting more worried about it, because it's what we don't know. I think that's so interesting, but at the same time, kind of scary. In the short term, it's overhyped, and in the long term, it's underhyped. Yeah, there was a pets.com, but there was Amazon too. So